Chanco AKA John Pork explains why he went after Dillon Danis at UFC 322. In the build-up to the event, Dillon had been taking constant shots at Islam Makhachev on social media. Speaking to Red Corner MMA, Chanco said, "Yes, there's a scratch here, must be his tooth, and here too. I hit him and here's the bump. I think it was not enough. He should have got more. In terms of what he's done, it's not much. Those type of things can't be forgiven. You have to be responsible for that. That's our way of life. If you said something, you gotta be responsible. But as for him, I have no clue what's their way of life here. They say anything they want. They can insult someone's family and it means nothing for them. But for us, any single word has its meaning, and you have to be accountable for it." Kamaru Usman discusses the potential fight against Islam Makhachev. Usman says Islam is a scary matchup because he has 0 holes in his game.
I'm not here to glaze it in any way, shape, form, or fashion, but I say it's the most competitive because when I look at a guy like Islam, I don't really see holes like that. And that's something that scares me, that causes that heartbeat to go up. And that's where you see some of the most spectacular performance. Because the last time I felt that like that was Colby Covington won. And that's when I was like, yo, you got a guy that can wrestle just as good as you, a guy that can grapple just as good, a guy that can maybe not strike it, but a guy that can strike just as well. You have a guy that's good at all these things. How do you get that victory? And that's where you live. That's where you get that your spirit just is in there to just fight it out. And so I would say yes, if you're talking about which fight right now is probably the most competitive. And listen, Islam is great. He's great. Especially what he did last night. Islam is great. You can't take anything away from him.
Hasbulla beats up Ali Abdelaziz.
Ana. Golo. Hey, Ali, be careful, bro. Catch one вот это да. Пришкас на гидай хазбе. Корпус де Брабускова.
Bo Nickal explains why he threw up double middle fingers to the crowd at UFC 322 after knocking out Rodolfo Vieira. Speaking to media, Bo said, "Yeah, I was feeling like I had something to prove. I have a chip on my shoulder. I wish that I was a little bit better person, but I'm not. I'm very competitive and I'm just a guy. So I'm out here trying to do my best, but you get a little emotional out there when you're fighting in your underwear in front of millions of people. I felt like I was just standing up for myself a little bit. They're going to jaw at me and give me crap, then give it back a little bit. I don't look at it as anything other than just standing up for myself a little bit. It's not personal at all. It's just letting them know how I feel." Both Chael Sonnen and Anthony Smith were critical of Jack Della Maddalena's performance against Islam. On ESPN, Chael said, "I feel Jack underperformed. We were 10 minutes into that fight. Jack hasn't thrown a punch yet. 20 minutes into this fight, he had thrown a total of 31 punches. Of those 31, only 20 of them landed, and most of these were to the body. I was waiting for Jack to get going. It was the same position, rinse and repeat. I appreciate a good double leg. The other side of that, I learned that in my first 5 minutes of wrestling practice." Anthony Smith added on, saying, "I was disappointed in Jack's output and his ability to get to his feet. Jack wasn't doing enough to force Islam to have to work any harder. He was very content to just hold the position. He chased a couple of submissions. He didn't have to work too hard at it though. Jack really never got going on his feet. He only is successful when he punches in combinations, when he is switching stances mid-combination, when he's going to the body. He did absolutely none of that. Jack didn't force him to have to get into second gear, so why would you?" After defeating Zhang Weili, Valentina Shevchenko says it's possible that she will move up to bantamweight to challenge Kayla Harrison for the belt.
You told me to ask you after the fight when we spoke before about Kayla Harrison saying she would like to fight you at 135 at the White House if you won this. What do you think about that now?
I think it's one of the possibilities, yes, and I consider that. It's kind of like, for now, I want to take care of injuries what I have. That's kind of like migrating from training camp to training camp with me. But after like maybe a week or something like that, we will have our conversation with my team, with my coach Pavel, and decide what is next, because I feel there is good challengers in flyweight as well. Erin, Natalia, and bantamweight now we have Amanda or Kyla, and I would say probably fans would love to see Amanda trilogy because it was unfinished business, but in the same time it's unclear yet, is she return or not return, is she fighting or not fighting, and also it's unknown in what shape she's gonna return, like half Amanda or maybe full Amanda, who knows. Yeah, but Kyla, it's also one of the possibility, and it's gonna be another like super challenge.
Amanda Nunes appears to be interested in fighting Valentina for a third time. The two first fought in 2016 with Amanda winning by unanimous decision. They rematched in 2017 and Amanda won once again by split decision. On Instagram, Amanda wrote, "After I beat Kayla Harrison, I'm going to go down to 125 and take this belt for collection too." After knocking Beneil Dariush out in 16 seconds at UFC 322, Benoit Saint Denis wants to fight Max Holloway for the BMF belt.
Call for the BMF fight or close to a title fight?
Yeah, of course I want to fight somebody in the top 5, and as a BMF and the lightweight belt are the two belts I have my eyes on, and yeah, I want to make this division the greatest again, like it's supposed to be.
Well, Max Holloway obviously has the BMF title. Charles Oliveira also wants to fight Max Holloway, so I guess why should you be the one to fight Max Holloway for the belt?
You know, the 100% finish rate against such a veteran, I guarantee war. But I think Oliveira and Holloway does the same, so let's see. But it's guaranteed war, whoever you choose.
After UFC 322, Joe Rogan and Bruce Buffer were fired up over a batch of sandwiches from Giovanni's Italian Deli.
Time to make two sandwiches, two big ones for Joe Rogan. One is the famous Bronx Godfather, and the other one is the famous Joe Rogan. How you doing? This is the world famous Bronx Godfather from Giovanni's Italian Deli in White Plains, New York. Come on, son. This is one of the reasons why we come to New York. Look at that.
Gonna need a knife.
Are you kidding me? Look at that sandwich. Look at that sandwich. And
Look at that sandwich.
He made us another one. He made a signature sandwich for me. I haven't seen this one before. This is literally called the Joe Rogan. Again, Giovanni's Italian Deli, fresh every day. How you doing? This guy's the best. I dream about these sandwiches. Tommy will tell you that. I send you videos of these sandwiches. Look at this. Oh my. Oh my God, look at that.
Look at that down there.
Oh my God.
What is it?
Everything. I think it looks like eggplant, chicken cutlets,
Holy
mozzarella, sun-dried peppers.
Holy moly, man, look at that.
Paddy Pimblett had high praise for Islam Makhachev after UFC 322. He says he's waiting to see whether Ilia Topuria will move up to face Islam next, but either way, he plans to return early next year. According to Paddy, if it's not Ilia, he's more than willing to fight Justin Gaethje instead.
Pound for pound #1 lot, unbelievable performance. I think he goes down as one of the best ever, me, like, yeah. Yeah, he mentioned the White House, but I think he'll defend his belt before the White House. The White House is until July, is it? Let's see what happens, lad, you never know. Ilia's been saying he wants to go up and fight him, lad, but you've got other contenders there now. Morales, Prates, you've then got Ian Garry if he beats Bilal next week. Shavkat as well, who needs to come back. He's been the #1 contender for about a year. They're all exciting matchups for Islam at the welterweight division. At the moment, could be becoming more exciting than the lightweight division. I don't think any division has been more exciting than lightweight in over 10 years. Good times for the sport, like, you know what I mean? Some interesting fights, some boss matchups, but we're just going to have to see what happens, aren't we, over the coming months. So all for me is just like, let's see what's happening now with Islam, because is Ilia going to stick to his word and say he's going to move up Or is he going to stick to his other word and say he's going to fight me next? We don't know what's happening, do we? You never know. I could end up fighting Ilia. Could end up finally fighting Justin Gaethje. I thought it was going to be in Abu Dhabi, but no one knows what's happening, do they? Until Islam decides what he's doing, because I know Ilia's saying he wants to fight him, but I'll be fighting early next year. No matter who it is, I'll have an opponent. I'll definitely be fighting early next year, so...
Ian Garry and his son reenact Carlos Prates knocking out Leon Edwards.
Hey Leo, you be Leon Edwards, I'm gonna be Prates. Ready?
After watching Carlos Prates knock out Leon Edwards, Robert Whittaker thinks people don't give Ian Garry enough credit. Ian fought Prates earlier this year and won via unanimous decision.
I think Gary's resume, though, is also, like, I think it's impressive. Like, Belal fought guys, like, they're really, really good, okay? But Gary has fought Shavkat, like, the next rising prospect. Prates, like, dude, just don't. Like, MVP, which just looks like pain. Like, I hate the idea of fighting that guy, man. Like, it looks so annoying, man. So annoying. But like those three alone, like, I don't know, credit where it's due. I think he's had a pretty good run to where he is right now.
Daniel Cormier had high praise for Bo Nickal for his KO win over Rodolfo Vieira. DC thinks Bo still has potential to become a UFC world champion.
Bo Nickal had one of the nastiest head kick knockouts ever. It was exactly what that kid needed after losing his first fight. So many people were ready to write him off. He proved tonight that not only should you not write him off, but he's getting better. He set that head kick up beautifully. They're doing some great work with Bo down the American Top Team. And Bo does still look like one of the guys, an American-born guy, that could potentially be a world champion.
Khamzat Chimaev appeared to have referenced Khabib today in an Instagram post. Khamzat posted this photo. In the caption, he wrote, "The wolf and the eagle are not always close, but when you need to protect the mountains, they will always protect them together." Jake Paul is now officially scheduled to box Anthony Joshua. Paul was originally lined up to face Gervonta Davis, but that matchup was scrapped after Davis ran into legal issues. This new fight will be a fully sanctioned professional heavyweight bout. The contest is set for 8 3-minute rounds, with both fighters wearing 10-ounce gloves. Additionally, Anthony Joshua is required to come in at 245 pounds or under. Dana White gave his take on this fight and thinks it's a bad idea for Jake.
Did you see the fight that's reportedly being worked on for December 19th in Miami?
Did I see the fight being worked on December 19th in Miami?
Yeah.
No.
Do you know which fight I'm talking about?
No.
Fair enough.
Oh, Jesus. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. But let me tell you what, a lot of people will watch that one.
Will you watch it?
Sure. You know what everybody's tuning in for on that one. I think everybody's going to get what they've finally been waiting for.
Jack Della Maddalena's coach Ben Vickers released a statement on JDM's loss to Islam. He said, "I am more proud of Jack and the team today than ever before. True, we didn't get the marbles, but we dared to dream and took our shot. It hurts. It hurts like hell, but we aren't defined by this sport. It's just what we love to do. We have felt all the support and love over the last couple of weeks and decades, and it means the world. I love Jack and the team, and I love Scrappy MMA and our community. I'll see you all on the mats as soon as I'm back in glorious P-Town. And rest assured, this is the beginning, not the end." Alexander Volkanovski left a comment on the post. He said, "Jack is an absolute legend. He will be back, no doubt."
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos.
Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Kaiza Souza. It says, "Prates versus Morales is the title eliminator." The second one's from Demon Daddy 413. It says, "Ian Garry's never impressed with anybody but himself when he's losing to Shavkat." And the final one's from Lisa. It says, "Imagine getting beat the up for talking and then getting banned for life. Dillon Danis on a humiliation ritual. But what I want to know is, what's up with the mystery shoe?"
Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.